Go, cool.
Go.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Motorhead YouTube channel. So today is a very exciting video. We have a lot of content planned for today and we got a lot of work to do. But first, we're going to be starting off with this absolute beauty behind me. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to lightly tap that subscribe button if you like content like this. And if you aren't new, you remember we have a 1967 Mustang, which we worked tirelessly on and did a complete restoration on it. I mean, the work that went into it was just absolutely crazy. And we just spent days and days getting the body perfectly straight and getting all the gaps absolutely perfect. You know, we first started doing all the body work, then we hit it with Motorhead primer. We even ended up sanding the Motorhead down and priming it 2 times after that. That way, once we blocked it and threw this fresh paint job on it, it looked crazy. And we also threw a wild paint job on it with some crazy flakes in the paint. So it has really nice gaps, it has a really nice paint job and a super straight body. But the problem is, it's a complete shell. Larry's owned that car for 20 years and unfortunately, you know, he couldn't work on it. He had his family to take care of and a business to grow. But now he's in the position to actually go ahead and get it done. And so he picked up this absolute beauty right here. This is a 1967 Ford Mustang, and this thing got absolutely smacked. If you look right here, I mean, this thing is destroyed. A lot of people are gonna be like, oh, why not just fix it? Why are you taking all those parts off of this nice Mustang? This thing is unfixable. This body is compromised. You will never get it right. The transmission tunnel is literally this close to the drive shaft. It completely destroyed this entire chassis and it's all completely twisted. So this car will never see the road again, but it will live on in another car because this thing right here is actually really nice. I'll show you as we go over it. But the one thing that's not nice on it is the paint job. I mean, it looks like they put it on with a roller. If you look at that peel. So the peel's really bad. The body work is really bad. And if you look down the car, it's just like completely wavy. I could surf this quarter panel right here. But that doesn't matter because, like I said, we're not going to be using the body and we're going to be salvaging as much as we possibly can off of this car. So let's go through it and check it out. First off, it's got these beautiful American racing wheels. Although now that I look, I see this one has been hitting this quarter panel right here. But super nice tires, Toyos, beautiful wheels. Unfortunately, it does have drums in the back. I was hoping they would have upgraded them like they did at the front, because if we come over to the front, there's actually a coilover and there is disc brakes. So that's very nice. That's definitely going to be going onto the other Mustang. And it has new brake lines and everything, which we will be transferring everything completely over. And even has these really cool headlights, which actually turn on and work. I believe these are from a Jeep, so hopefully that bezel is still good and we can salvage the bezel and the headlights. Obviously nothing here will be salvaged, but we will be getting probably the similar grille to this. This grille is super nice. And then if we open up this right here, we have a 302 in here, and this thing is pretty gnarly, but we don't know yet which engine we will be using, because if you come over here, so Larry actually picked this up the other day. This is also a 302. It's got a mild cam in it and only 20,000 miles. We don't know the history on that engine. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop the oil pan on that one and we're going to compare and look at the rod bearings and the inside of the motor and see how well it is, because you can see the cylinders and whatnot from the inside. So we will be taking both oil pans off and just comparing, and whatever motor is better is the one we will use. But honestly, it's a shame because Andre went through the whole process of stripping this motor down to the complete metal and painting it. And then also there's a chrome oil pan to go with all these nice chrome pieces. So we'll see. Whatever engine we use, it don't matter. They're the same engine. We're just going to use the one that's better and sell the other one. And then once all this is nice and polished and inside the car, guys, it's going to look amazing because it's got the polished hinges and everything, which we'll go over the car in a second. But let's get back to this car and I want to show you some of the cool things that it has under the hood and in the interior. So as you move along the side of the car, one thing you'll notice is this thing has all new chrome. It's just all in pristine condition. Look at that. I mean, this thing was definitely restored. The body is terrible. If you look along this hood, I mean this roof, it's all orange peel, solvent pop, terrible bodywork. I don't know how someone put so much money into this car and then ended up just botching the bodywork. It's got a fiberglass hood with a fake carbon fiber wrap on it. But yeah, once you guys go take a look at our car, you'll see that we're doing this thing a justice by taking all these parts. And then once we come inside here, guys, check this out. This thing has brand new door panels, all new chrome. Inside here, this right here, I was telling Larry, we definitely need to get rid of this. This is cheap eBay carbon fiber. This right here in a wreck would be very dangerous. So comment down below what kind of wheel we should put on this thing, because I think something like more of the classic look, but still small. I don't like the big ones. I think with this, it's going to be very nice and nimble on the road. So if you look in here, guys, check this out. Brand new speedometer. All these gauges are brand new. Look at this brand new radio and dashboard and everything. So it did kink it a little bit. We're hoping nothing is damaged. Look at the seats though. This center console is brand new. The seats are brand new. The rear seats are brand new. There's even subs in it, so which means this thing's got a working sound system and radio, which is awesome for such an old car. Look at this. It's got brand new seals and everything. Like, it's just crazy. This thing was an absolute score. And then you look right here, these things, the mirror, just everything in here is just crazy condition. So it's going to be super nice for Larry's car, because we were adding up the numbers, and that's the reason the car's been sitting for so long, is because once we added up the numbers of buying everything, it came out to like 20,000, somewhere around there. And winning bid on this car after fees delivered, $6,500, which is a crazy deal. So we're gonna keep moving back, and I'm gonna show you a couple other cool things. So if you look right here in this center console, there is a little remote here. And then you come to the back, and this thing has a full Borla exhaust system. Check that out. And it goes all the way right there, and it got valves to make it loud, quiet. All new brake lines under there. The axle's been redone and painted and whatnot. So this thing is just absolutely crazy nice condition. As you can see, look at that. Everything underneath was done. So definitely a lot of parts. This thing is an absolute gold mine. As you can see, all the chrome pieces, all the glass, just everything is so nice. That's pretty cool. I don't know how that works, but okay, see. Nice, that is dope. And then we can't get the key out. I do want to open the trunk and look if they have like the liners in there, but for some reason this key won't come out. So if anyone knows, be sure to hit the comment section and let me know, because this thing, oh, there it goes. Well, correction, Larry couldn't get the key out. Let's check this thing out, see what it's got inside here, if this is even the right key, which it doesn't look like the right key. Not the right key. We'll have to break that or something. What do you think, Matt? We gonna break it?
Yeah.
All right, go get the crowbar. No, I'm just kidding. We'll deal with that later. But overall, this thing is super nice. We're gonna go over there and show you the other Mustang and just show you the actual potential with all of these goodies on it. Before we do go to the other one, we'll crank her up just so you guys can hear it. Unfortunately, there is a weird sound coming from the transmission, but we do have a transmission, so it's not a big deal. But the engine won't stay running for some reason. So if you start it, see, it just dies. So definitely needs a tune on the carburetor. I'm trying to convince Larry to do the fuel injection conversion. I think it's going to be more reliable, more easy to use, and run a lot better. But as you can see here, this thing sounds crazy. Like, it's extremely aggressive. We won't start it no more because it is inside, and we don't want to kill ourselves. I mean, it is cold, but we're not that cold, so I'm not going to heat up the shop. Anyways, let's go check out the other Mustang. I want to show you guys what it looks like and the state of it. Okay, guys, so it is a little dusty as it is in our storage bay. But this right here, this is how you properly restore a Mustang. If you look down this body, the body work is just absolutely beautiful. All the gaps are super beautiful. Everything lines up super nice. So you can already see Imagine it with those headlights and a nice grille and the bumper and everything, and looking this good on the outside. That one looks good on the inside. This one looks good on the outside. So I think it's going to be the perfect combination. These gaps aren't lined up because we just put them on. So as you can see, this car's gaps line up super nicely. And once it's all together, this thing is going to be absolutely insane. And it's going to be next week. So stay tuned, guys. So yeah, guys, next week we're going to be assembling this thing, and it's going to be awesome. So if you guys want to stick around and see that content, be sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the videos. This is going to be absolutely crazy project. And the best part is you just take it off and put it on. You know, a lot of times when you're doing a restoration, you take off parts and you put them in storage and stuff gets lost, stuff gets misplaced. And by the time it's time to put it back together, you don't know where anything is. So with this project, it's going to be super nice because all we're going to be doing is simply removing everything and installing it on that one. So I think what we'll do is we'll take the interior out, and then we'll go ahead and swap the wiring harness, check the engines, you know, make sure whatever engine's best, put it in there, and then just slowly start piecing that thing together. The fenders on it are on it for good. Everything's nice and painted. All the gaps are set. So all we have to do is set the gaps on the doors. And then from there, we can just go ahead and slowly rebuild that thing. And I think you guys see the vision here. You see how nice that car looks, and you see how nice this one is. So once we combine the two, we're going to have a crazy Mustang. I mean, it's going to be like probably one of the nicest restorations I've seen around here in this area. We'll be taking to a couple of car shows, so stay tuned for that, guys. But on today's episode, we actually have something very exciting to do, and that is to finally build the Porsche GT3 that we are building. So let's get right into that. We have a lot of work to do, and we're trying to pretty much get the entire car built today. Okay guys, this rear end is completely assembled and I gotta say it looks absolutely crazy with that wing on there and everything is just turning out so nicely and smoothly. We got both fender liners completely buttoned up. I got the rocker panels completely buttoned up. Those are ready to go and this door is almost complete. So after lunch we're gonna continue. I do want to just go ahead and finish the doors first, but I don't know, I'm kind of itching to go ahead and put that front end on and see how this thing looks. So I think maybe we'll just do that for now. I'm going to tape off these doors right here, that way we don't scratch it off, because this has had plenty of time to cure. And we're going to tape it all off, line up the fenders, line up that hood, that way they're not on stands and at risk of getting scratched. So we'll get that front end lined up, and man, I can't wait to put it on. It's going to look crazy. And the rear looks super nice. I can't wait to see how the front looks. We have everything for the front bumper. We have the headlights and everything, so we can go ahead and button up this entire front end. So we're gonna go get some food and then we'll come back and get started. Okay guys, so we made a lot of progress on the GT3. I'm super excited to see this thing finally on the ground, on its wheels. We do still need to button up a couple things on the front end. I kind of just mocked up the front bumper just to see and make sure everything fits super nice, because we still do need to route I guess the safety release from the front. He had it unplugged because it's on electric, so with the battery dead it wouldn't work. So we still have to route all that. I just wanted to see how it all lined up and see how the brackets fit, because those brackets actually have adjustment, and I wanted to make sure that the bumper sits super nicely and everything turned out really good. The lines are awesome. I'm super happy with the results. The only thing left to do now is to put the door panel on this side, build that door, and then as soon as the seat belts get here, which they're shipped out to Safety Restore, we will put the seat belts in, get the interior in. The glass guy's gonna come and he's going to glue the rear glass in, and we have a new glass for the front. And then some people were saying in the last video, I can't believe you painted it with the windscreen on. So if you come over here, Matt, that paint tucked behind there perfectly. There's no line there. The seal literally was folded out and the clear went behind there. You can't even tell, and it has an edge to wrap around so that clear will last. And this is high quality, expensive clear. So no worries there. Trust me, this car was done correctly. Everything was done super nicely. Everything was prepped properly, and it was high dollar material, and this thing is going to last. And this car deserves it, because this is a $300,000 Porsche GT3 with a clean title. And as you can see now, this thing is coming back to its former glory. And the way we painted it, you literally can't even tell this car was painted. There are no tape lines up in here, and same thing back here, it's all painted. So I mean, you would never even be able to tell this car was painted. It goes especially since inside all the bolts are really nice. And we're even gonna touch up the bolts now that they're on. And you won't even be able to tell they've ever been unscrewed because a lot of this stuff actually lined up to its original spot and you can't even tell. And then the fenders, we repainted and re-cleared the insides, so you can't even tell at all because wherever the bolt sits now, that's its final resting place and there's no other spots. Like sometimes you'll see exposed if you adjust the panel that's been taken off. But anyways, this car was done correctly and I know Alec is gonna be super excited. The rear end is all buttoned up, it looks super good. And next episode, we'll get this thing completely built, get it onto the ground, give it a nice little wash, denib all the trash, and buff it out, and this thing's gonna look insane. And then Alec will come and get it, and then that'll be it for this series. Stay tuned, guys. If you wanna see all that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And also, if you want to see this Mustang, next week, we are just gonna start cranking content. I'm honestly thinking a video a day. Like, I think throughout the whole week, I'm gonna make a video a day, and we're gonna try and get that thing done in 1 week. So stay tuned if you wanna see that. You can follow us on Instagram at motorhead.co. I'll post a lot of it on Instagram before the videos, so you can follow us. I'll link it down below. I appreciate all the love and support, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace.